Welcome back, guys and gals, to the Charles in Charge Cowboy Sports Report. It is, what is the date? It is the 18th right now, 9:46 p.m. my time, Central Time. And only 9 more days until camp. 9 more days until action. 9 more days until this most boring part of the calendar year for any sports fan, especially Cowboy fan, is over. And we get back to action. Cannot wait for that. Thank you for everybody who has subscribed so far. Please subscribe, like, and share. The channel's still young. 36 years old. 30-year fan. First game I saw, Super Bowl 28 against Buffalo. And ever since then, I've seen every play from every game from the 94 season on. And started this channel towards the end of last season, and it's enjoyable. I wasn't able to do videos in between February and April because economy is horrible this year. I have a painting business and it's focusing on just staying afloat. Now it's better, business is better. But thank you everybody for supporting. Please subscribe if you watch this video. Every subscriber counts. I'm trying to get to 1,000 so I can do live shows and other stuff like that. Diversify. So, Cowboys Insider, somebody inside the Star, reports that there is communication between us and Anthony Barr. You could say ongoing or consistent communication. It's of course money is what's holding it back. I don't have the name of this particular person. I saw the video of him talking about it, but he predicts at the start of camp or around the first week of camp, the Cowboys, if we were to make a move, that'd probably when we do it. We brought in 2 linebackers, one the MVP of the USFL last year, and Malik Jefferson. Now we've had a lot of luck uncovering gems. Terrence Steele, J.Ron Curse, most recent one. Literally, J.Ron Curse coming in last year had no more merit than Malik Jefferson. I'm not excited about Malik Jefferson as we were not excited about J.Ron Curse last year. But Curse fit what Quinn wanted to do, and he was able to make a hell of a safety out of Curse. If you have a better season than Budda Baker, you're playing good safety. Maybe Malik Jefferson has something that Dan Quinn likes. Maybe Dan Quinn's the one that signed off on bringing him in. Maybe he's got the intangibles that fits his system. Maybe Malik Jefferson might be the J.Ron Curse of this season. Or not. We don't know. But we do, amongst any other team in the league, seem to have a talent at finding talent where you think there's no talent. We've had many players. David Irving, even though he had no passion for the game at all, we took him off the Chiefs' practice squad. He was a practice squad player for Kansas City. We took him, brought him in, and if he would have had passion for the game and commitment, that man could have been something else. He could have been a game wrecker on the interior of the defensive line. That's how good we are at finding guys like that. And I'm just this 2022 season. I truly don't believe this roster is worse than last year. I know we lost some people. We brought in a few people. But our younger guys are taking steps forward, and we had a good draft, a very good draft, I believe. And I hope that Jerry smells the blood in the water. The NFC has not been this wide open since I can remember. The AFC is a gauntlet right now. If you're a fan of any AFC team, if you're not a Bills or KC fan or who else? Bills and KC really top two. You're gonna have a tough road ahead of you if you want to represent your conference in the Super Bowl. The Bengals last year had a Cinderella story season. They did. People don't want to admit it, but they did. They had a Cinderella run. It happens. Just like Nick Foles in 2017. That was a Cinderella run. Nick Foles was an Eagles starting quarterback like 13, 20, 14 in the past. Couldn't cut it as a starter. Still can't. Career backup. Comes in and just schools everybody. Schools Bill Belichick in the Super Bowl. Puts up a ton of yards, a ton of points. And then the following season, almost accomplishes the same feat. If Alshon Jeffrey catches that ball against the Saints in the second round, they might advance to the championship game in 2018 with Nick Foles at quarterback. Cinderella seasons. They happen sometimes. I don't believe that Cincinnati this year will make it back to the Super Bowl or the AFC Championship game. I don't think they'll win the division this year. And that Super Bowl hangover, besides the 2018 Patriots, every Super Bowl loser, look it up, dating back to early 2000s. Every Super Bowl loser has had a not good season the following year. So I'm hoping that Jerry smells the blood in the water during camp when camp starts and sees what this team has and sees the few weaknesses that could be strengthened and says, hell with it. You know what? I'm 80-something years old. The clock's ticking. I want one more ring before I die. That's it. Let's go all in. Anthony Barr's a given. But why not stop there? Because we're going to have cuts on the roster like TRYSTEN Hill. I don't think he's going to make the squad. He gets cut, that saves like over $1 million, $1.5 million, something like that. A few cuts like that would basically pay for Anthony Barr's salary on a one-year deal this year. Say Basham don't make the roster. That would save cap money also. So in training camp, I think there are going to be some moves made. My Tourette's kicking in. I can control it. I know I can. It's not going to interrupt me in this video. I hate when it does that. But with all the talent that we have in the front seven, I don't think TRYSTEN Hill or Basham will make the cut. And there'll be a few more guys that won't make the cut that will open up more money for this salary cap season. We have about $23 million right now in cap room. And if Jerry smells the blood in the water and brings on Barr to play alongside the Wolf Hunter and Parsons and Cox, and then gets the bright idea of saying, you know what, against the Niners in the playoff game, we let up 169 yards on the ground. Maybe if we just go for it, call Ndamukong Suh and have him come in for one season, it won't stunt the growth of the young Osia Digizuas, Quentin Bohannas, and Neville Gallimore. It won't stunt their growth. Sue will be a rotational piece, but he'll be. I know they have a good coach in Dan Quinn, but Sue will also be a great, mentor and teacher himself for them youngins. As all he's seen, he's been on 2 Super Bowl squads. He's won a Super Bowl. He knows what it takes to get to the championship game and win it, as does Dan Quinn and Mike McCarthy. But we'll see in 9 days when camp starts if the Cowboys start getting itchy feet and want to make some moves. Somebody from inside Philly was basically going against what A.J. Brown said when A.J. Brown said Hurts was looking spectacular in OTAs. And this guy works for the Eagles, and he had mentioned this 10-play stretch with Jalen Hurts at the helm, and he said during this 10-play stretch, it was so bad that in 10 plays, Jalen Hurts had 4 interceptions, was sacked 3 times, and had like 4 or 5 incompletions, 10 or 11 play series. A.J. Brown said he looked great in OTAs. So somebody's lying. If I had to put my money down, I wouldn't put it down that that Jalen Hurts is going to be the passing man this year. Jalen Hurts got his job taken in Alabama by Tua, because I know he got hurt in the championship game. Tua took over and kept the job from there. There's a reason for that, because Jalen Hurts in the SEC, where they have real defenses, was not a good passer, and they got to that championship game because the team was loaded. And when Tua came in the championship game, Nick Saban saw that Tua had accuracy and could get the ball where it needed to go at the collegiate level. Therefore, Tua kept the job. That following year, Jalen Hurts was the backup. And then Jalen Hurts goes to Oklahoma his senior season, where CeeDee Lamb is his, biggest option. But in the Big 12, they don't play that much good defense. So Hurts might have looked really good in Oklahoma his senior year. But in Alabama, look at him in Alabama, he wasn't that good at passing the football. He was good at running the football, but as an accurate passer, he was not. He couldn't even win his job back over Tua Tagovailoa, who is now the quarterback of the Dolphins, who's struggling. That's why they got him Waddle, Hill, Gesicki, Cedric Wilson, everybody in a Mama, Tupac, and Biggie who try to elevate him. 8 more Sundays. The Sunday that just passed, it's Monday. 8 more Sundays. On the 8th Sunday from now will be game day, guys. Can you feel it? I can feel it. I can feel it damn close. I can taste it almost. So, in 9 days, camp will start. And I'm telling y'all, some news will be popping off. And we will be making some moves when camp starts. We're not doing it right now, but when camp starts, give it a week. After a week, and we see the holes that need to be addressed, and the guys that get cut, and more money becomes available for this 2022 campaign, Anthony Barr will be first in line to be signed, because they are talking to him and his agent. It's just about money right now. Bring Anthony Barr onto this defense. You could call it a top 5 unit, because it will be. It ain't the Legion of Boom. It's going to be its own identity, but it's going to be a hell of a good defense. We're not going to have as many takeaways as last year, but we're going to be better in all other phases. Allowing less yardage, less points, getting off the field quicker, not allowing long drives, and getting more sacks probably, and still get a good amount of takeaways. Opportunistic defense, that's what they're being taught. And the defense, everybody knows their assignment. And everybody that played last year so young is going to take a step forward because they're talented and young players that play well usually progress. And we've seen that. We've seen that with CeeDee Lamb on offense. We've seen that with Trayvon Diggs on defense. We've seen that with DeMarcus Lawrence and Randy Gregory on defense. Gregory's not here no more. I'm excited to see Sam Williams. And Dante Fowler came to the Cowboys for $3 million because he knows he's going to turn that $3 million into $30 next year because he's going to resurrect his career just like the Black Cobra did in 2019 here. He might have 10 sacks this year. I'm predicting 3 guys get 10 or plus sacks, 10 or more sacks, but it could be 4, it could be 5. Hell, I'm telling you, we're going to get a lot of offenses on 3rd and longs. And when we do that, we're going to have the nastiest NASCAR package. I mean, a few teams might be able to match it, but ain't nobody going to have a better one. I can tell you that right now. You get Tank on it on the inside. You got Parsons on the outside. You got OC on the inside. And either Fowler or Sam Williams on the outside. Or maybe Fowler on one side, Armstrong on the other. Tank and Osa in the middle. And then Micah just standing up in one of the gaps. I mean, the NASCAR package is going to be... It's going to be deadly. And Anthony Brown, if he could take that next step in his career, he was drafted in, 2017, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. He's going in year 7. He took a step from year 5 to year 6 last year. So he could take a step from year 6 to year 7 and be even better than he was last year. Because last year he was the best that he's ever been. And that was under Dan Quinn. 1 year. This is going under year 2. And Trayvon Diggs will be a shutdown corner. First team All-Pro again. Top 5 defense. Offensive line. Tyler Smith had a 94. Run grade coming out of the draft. Terrence Steele at right tackle. We're going to run the ball very well. And Michael Gallup. Skip Bayless is saying he's going to be out 8 weeks. Michael Gallup most likely won't start the season on the PUP list. He'll play in September. And if he does, but he can't make it for week 1 or week 2, and we win both of those games, just say, and we're 2-0, Monday night against the Giants, I just put him on a pitch count. Like 10, 15 plays, because we really don't need him to beat the Giants. And then the week following against Washington, put him on another pitch count, a little bit, a few more plays. And then week 5, put him in their full blast against the Rams. This is going to be a special season, guys. 9 more days. I might not cut a video until camp starts because there's really nothing to talk about. I'm just making stuff up. Anything I could just scrounge up. But I believe we're going to have some exciting activity in the first week of training camp. And we're going to have some good names. Put a star on their helmet. First and 9th, Anthony Barr. Everybody knows that. And I think our first 4 picks are going to be impact players this year. Tyler Smith, Sam Williams. I think Sam Williams will get at least 6 sacks. He'll at least replace Gregory's sack total of last year. And I think Jalen Tolbert has the intangibles. I said this on July. The hell is the date again? It's the 18th. Jalen Tolbert putting all this work in with Dak. in the offseason at his house, has the intangibles to maybe have one of the best rookie campaigns of a wide receiver in NFL history. He could possibly have a 1,300 yard season. No. He is very good. He went to a small school. That's the only reason why he doesn't have a lot of cred. But the guy has what it takes. He's got the size, the skill, the speed, and most of all, he's got the want to. And Dak likes him. So we we had Amari, CD, and Gallup. We'll have CD, Gallup, and Tolbert. And James Washington, he ain't no scrub neither. The last 2 seasons, he hasn't had good quarterback play. Y'all know this. Before that, he had a good year. 2 good years. But the last 2 seasons, quarterback play, the offense in Pittsburgh has been pitiful. He'll have a good season this year, probably 600-700 yards. He'll replace Cedric Wilson. James Washington has skill. This offense is not going to be a disaster by any means. People just want it to be. But we're going to be coming, and this NFC is wide open. The only boss team right now is the Rams. That's the only team that you know, everybody's looking up to. Tampa Bay is not the team it was in 2020. Green Bay is not the team it was last year. Arizona is not the team it was last year. So we shall see. We're the youngest. We're coming up. We got 2 of the best coordinators in the game, Dan Quinn and Bones Fossil. Our special teams. Don't forget, special teams is a third of the game. And I witnessed us have one of our best special team seasons I've ever seen us have. I've never seen us block 4 punts in a season. If we ever blocked a punt, it was like once in a blue moon. Once in, 5 years or something like that. But 4 in one season, only thing that sucked about that was the one against Denver that went against us. But yeah, guys, please subscribe, share, like. When training camp starts, my shows will be a lot more interesting. I'm just really just chatting it up with y'all, shooting the shit, cutting it up. And maybe Malik Jefferson could blossom into that really good linebacker with Anthony Barr on the squad too. We'll see. And imagine that. Imagine we get Anthony Barr in the first week of training camp and Malik Jefferson gets better throughout the season, saying that he makes a roster. And our linebacking core is solid. Then with Parsons, LVE, Barr, Jefferson, and Jabril Cox. And then when the guy, Damone Clark, when he's healthy and ready to go, hopefully this season, but if not next season, that man is going to be something. Because I know everybody was so excited about, I don't know, the 3rd round pick in Philly, that linebacker from Georgia. How the hell do I forget his name? But Nakobe Dean. They get the steal of the draft by getting Nakobe Dean in the 3rd round. Nakobe Dean played on a defense that had all 4 defensive linemen, all 4 go in the 1st round. The defensive end was the number 1 overall pick. And the 2 linebackers that played beside him were 1st round picks. So that's 6 1st round picks off of that defense. And he was a middle linebacker. So when you got Jordan Davis and Jordan Davis Jr. right next to him, Walker and the other guy on the edge, and you got 2 linebackers on each side of you doing their job, it makes your job so much easier. You like Damone Clark, what he did, his stats, doubles, Deans in every way, shape, or form, and he had a hell of a lot less to work with. The only LSU defender to go in the first round was the cornerback Stingley to Houston at pick 3. Other than that, no LSU defensive player went in the first round. And Damone Clark, middle linebacker, captain of that defense, ran that defense and had a hell of a season. And won whatever kind of award you win in the SEC for doing whatever he did. He did more than what Dean did with less. So yeah, they got Dean, but we got Clark. And when they're both healthy together, we'll see which one is the biggest steal in the draft. We got Dean in the 5th round. Remind you, the 5th round. No, we got Clark in the 5th round. We got Damone Clark in the 5th. That's a steal. They got Dean in the 3rd. And Dean was Dean because he was on an NFL defense. That Georgia defense was like Alabama's defense in its prime. A bunch of NFL players everywhere. Damone Clark didn't have that privilege, and he still held down the fort and had double the tackles Dean had, like double the tackles for loss, more sacks, had a few picks, forced fumbles. Damone Clark is the real deal, and he will be a fixture on this linebacking core for years to come. This draft was so damn good. People do not realize John Ridgeway is going to be the reason why TRYSTEN Hill does not make this team. John Ridgeway is going to be ripping heads off like he said he was. And Jalen Tolbert, Sam Williams, coming off a 14-sack season, is going to be coming off that edge. He is a pure pass rusher. A pure pass rusher. That's what he does. He won't be in there on 1st and 2nd down when it's run downs. That's Dorrance Armstrong. And he's starting to break out of his shell. But on pass rushing downs, Sam Williams, who's being taught by the best, DeMarcus Ware and Charles Haley, showing him how to lace him up. Man, our rookie class, I said this rookie class is probably as good as our 2016 rookie class was. Mark my words. Well, that's just kind of it for that. I ran this 27 and a half minutes. Do apologize for taking up your time. But, no. On the real, please subscribe, guys. Like and share. Comment. The pinned comment on this video down below. Who do you think will sign anybody in training camp? Like I do. Do you think we'll sign anybody in training camp? And if so, who do you think we'll get after a weekend of training camp? Because some activity will happen. That's it for that. I'll catch you on the flip side, guys. Y'all be cool. Check out Law, Mark, Rome, who is the newest young up-and-comer guy. He's got like 13,000 subscribers, so we can go live and do shows with Law and whatnot. That's why I'm on my mission to 1,000, so then I can break out of that shell and do live shows, with Law and Mark and whatnot, because those guys know me. And please, guys, give me that privilege. I won't let you down. I promise you that. And I've got access to a few things. It's gonna be popping off. If work can just stay busy and I can get my finances back in order, I just gotta learn to save money. When you work for yourself, it's easy whenever you're on top of the mountain to spend it as easy as you're getting it. But when you work for yourself, sometimes you got peaks and valleys, and you gotta save for them valleys. And all right, I'm learning that now. So pray that if y'all pray, I'm a Christian. I gave my life to Christ, gave it back to Christ back in 2014. Just pray that business picks up for me, if you will. Paint, I got a little painting company, and that we can stay consistently busy throughout the rest of this year, and that this economy picks up. That'd be great. That happens. I could do more videos and more cool stuff. But all right, guys, you have a good night. Have a good Tuesday. This is late Monday night. So you probably won't watch this till tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. But that's it for Charles in Charge Cowboy Sports Report. I'm out. I'll see y'all soon, guys.